Having a diverse student population at Delaware State University is important, and with a very special program, the amount of Dreamers has increased from 34 to 150 in only 4 years. Several have donated shirts, jackets, hats, as well as canned food to those in need in Delmarva. Dogs may be men's best friends, but some dogs are the pilots that help blind individuals navigate their way. Behind this door, the man leading the groundbreaking research not only has a professional commitment, but also a personal drive to end this deadly disease. With the uncertainty of DACA, dreamers from across the country, including Delaware, made their way to D.C. In partnership with SunPower, these 3 acres of solar panels are now powering WBOC. After students at Delaware State University received a text of a possible shooting on campus, university police sent out an active shooter alert. In less than 5 months, Rosie and Matt have sold close to 1,000 nautical miles. El día de hoy, cientos de Dreamers vinieron a Washington, D.C., incluyendo 30 Dreamers de Delaware State University. It's barely the break of dawn, but for these students, today marks a day that could impact them for the rest of their lives.
DACA means the ability to have freedom in this country.
Carlos Cabrera Blanco came to the U.S. from Mexico when he was only 5 years old, and is just one of 30 Dreamers from Delaware State University who traveled to Washington, D.C. to defend DACA. While DACA does not provide a permanent status, it does allow recipients a work permit and so much more.
At least being able to have a driver's license and being able to go across the country, helping those around us, being able to study here.
But their fight is also so much more than that. If DACA is ruled unconstitutional, Carlos and nearly 1,500 Delaware DACA recipients could be left without protection from deportation.
Me being a dreamer, it means that our lives are in limbo because we don't know what's going to happen with the DACA program.
DACA student president Shandon Mendez says being in Washington, D.C. today was not just for herself, but for the 700,000 DACA recipients nationwide.
Supporting our community and hoping for the very best of the DACA program.
Kevin Noriega, director of the Dreamer program at DSU, rallied with the students and says he believes Dreamers are a huge asset for the university and the state of Delaware.
They're determined, they're driven, they're resilient, they're diligent, they're good in everything that they do, and they don't deserve anything less but being able to continue to work on their future.
A future that may see more historic days like this one for hundreds of thousands of Dreamers, as the U.S. Supreme Court is not expected to make its decision until June of 2020. I spoke with one NC State student right here on campus. He tells me he not only has a professional connection to this research, he has a personal one as well. Sean Meelan is a PhD student who wants to help the visually impaired.
Having a guide dog gives me a sense of independence.
Meelan has worked with the Department of Computer Science at NC State for 5 years to gather data from smart dog collars worn by puppies training to become guide dogs. Meeling is hoping others will benefit from his research by gaining freedom and mobility.
I helped design a lot of the data collection systems for when they're a very small puppy, about 7 weeks old, and I perform a lot of the data analysis once it's been collected.
Before Meelan can collect data, the puppies start off by working with volunteers like Lorraine Trapani. She became a volunteer puppy raiser with Guiding Eyes for the Blind in honor of her late husband, who lost his vision after being diagnosed with cancer.
I got a special appreciation for the challenges that even a partial loss of vision can bring to everyday life.
Guiding Eyes sends its smart collar data to NC State, where Meelan then uses it to feed into computer algorithms. His findings help train the puppies and point out which ones are most likely to become good guide dogs.
So I focus on the dogs when they're 7 to 10 weeks old and undergoing evaluations at the guide dog school.
As someone who has benefited from a canine companion, Meelan is eager to see his research go beyond NC State and help others obtain a service dog.
I'd say he's my best friend, and he's also a way that I gain independence.
Sean Meelan hopes his research is put into place at guide dog training schools across the country. A historic boat still making history, or rather her story with a female captain.
This is controlling my rudder.
Throughout the summer, Rosie DeMatteo has taken lead as captain of the Edna E. Lockwood.
This is our 18th or 19th port that we've been at this summer.
A voyage throughout the Chesapeake on a vessel like no other.
You can't just call up another captain of a bug eye and ask them how something's led, or, a little, why is it acting this way in this situation. So it's kind of been fun for Matt and I, the educator, to kind of work those kinks out on our own and figure it out.
In less than 5 months, Rosie and Matt have sold close to 1,000 nautical miles as they embark on the Edna E. Lockwood Heritage Tour.
Yeah, I kind of feel a big sense of, ownership and pride being on the boat for so long.
Demateo leads the historic boat all throughout Delmarva to ports that may not see a woman as captain quite often.
People don't expect me to be the captain sometimes when they come on board, but it's always fun to kind of show them, let them know.
Demateo has more than 6 years of sailing experience. She says the tour will finish in mid-October at the Chesapeake Bay Maritime Museum. As captain, she's inspiring the next generation of female leaders.
A mom will grab her daughter and be like, oh, she's a captain. And the girls kind of, their eyes light up, and it's kind of a really great feeling. Hopefully influence them in a positive way.
Rosie will continue sailing throughout Delmarva, making her story. For DSU TV, I'm Eddi Cabrera Blanco.